Hey guys, it's Wednesday, and we all know what that means. It means it is time for another Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic is Top 5 Side Characters Who Deserve Their Own Series. Now, I'm twisting this a little bit because I don't necessarily think these characters deserve their own series, but they are side characters that I would like to know a little bit more about because I did not get enough information in whatever series they were already in. Coming in at number 5. For number 5, I picked Mitch from the Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins, because Mitch is a very interesting person. Now, I wouldn't want a whole series about him because I feel like there wouldn't be a lot that you could really wrap up with him, because his story is obviously so essential to these 3 books. But I would love like a novella or some more information about Mitch's time when he was part of the Hunger Games, when he was the victor, because I think that would be really interesting to see Mitch before all of this sort of horrible stuff happened to him. I think that'd be really interesting because Mitch is a cool character. Coming in at number 4. For number 4, I picked Eustace from the Chronicles of Narnia series by C.S. Lewis. Now, technically, Eustace could be considered a main character because he is a main character, not in this 3rd book, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, but in the 4th one, The Silver Chair. However, to me, the main characters of the Chronicles of Narnia will always be the original 4. It will always be Peter, Edmund, Susan, and Lucy. So we're going to count Eustace as a side character. So my favorite book in the Chronicles of Narnia series is The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, the 3rd book. I think this book is absolutely amazing, and I think it is almost all to do with how incredible Eustace's character development is in this book. I just think he's so well developed and so interesting, and I've always wanted to hear more about Eustace beyond what kind of happened in the Silver Chair. I wanted more because I really love Eustace. Unfortunately, that wish will never be fulfilled because I don't think C.S. Lewis is writing a new book anytime soon. Coming in at number 3. For number 3, I picked Ben from the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness. Now, I think Ben is really interesting, but what I would want most would be sort of a prequel book. I don't know how much I'd really want this, but I think a prequel book would be really interesting about Ben and about Killian, and I just think it would be really fascinating to read a book from the perspective of people who didn't have to deal with noise and now have to, and I love Ben, and I want to read about him and Killian specifically, because I think they would be really cool. Also, though, if I was going to read more about Ben over the course of this series, I think that could be really interesting, because Ben goes through some interesting stuff that I want more information about. Coming in at number 2. So number 2, I'm cheating a little bit, but you'll see why. And my answer for number 2 is basically anyone from the Books of Bayern series by Shannon Hale. And here is my reasoning. Every book in this series, every continuing book, is just about another side character from the previous book. So I've always thought there could be more books in this series. There are 4 now, but there are so many other characters that you could explore. I mean, this first book is obviously great, but then there's the 2nd book, Enna Burning. And Enna Burning is just about a girl named Enna from the Goose Girl. And then book 3, River Secrets, is just about Razzo, who's Enna's friend in Enna Burning. And then the 4th book, Forestborn, is just about Rin, Razzo's sister. So it sort of makes sense for this series that you could so easily do another book. I think that it would be really interesting to read a book about Lady Dasha from the later 2 books, or honestly anybody, because this series has such potential and it's one of my favorites that I would love to read another book. And number 1. For number 1, I chose one I've always felt this, and that is Angela from The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. And this is because Angela is a really fascinating character who we know almost nothing about. Okay, I'm sorry, this matches. I'm just... Anyway, after that fascinating little derail there, Angela, you know almost nothing about her, and she is a witch in this series, and her thing is that she says she always likes to be where the action is at. and she's supposedly really old. So we didn't get nearly enough about her in this series. I would read a whole spin-off series about Angela. That is the only person in this video that this applies to. I would read a whole series about Angela because I have no doubt that she has some fascinating stuff that you could read about. And she was one of my favorite characters, really. So guys, that's my top 5 this week. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any side characters that you think deserve their own book, or just that you wish you knew more information about in, like, a novella, since that's become a new thing, just to release novellas about characters we wish we knew more about. If you have a character that applies to, leave them in the comments, and thank you for watching. I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!